It's time. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well today in this moment of anxiety and high tension. I have no idea what to expect at this thing. Zero idea at all what to expect right now. Man, I'm nervous. I will be completely honest. I'm actually nervous right now, like sick to my stomach. I don't know why. I've never felt like this before for something like this. I feel like this is big. Like seriously. Not big in like, wow, we're gonna get a lot of reveals today. It's gonna be big. You've never seen anything like it before in your life. No. This sets a precedent. This right here, this event, this direct, whatever you want to call it, it sets a precedent for PlayStation going forward. Just things to come, I guess. It's big. I love Nintendo, right? I really do. And I love the directs and everything, but I've never really felt like this before a direct, right? I have this like connection with Sony that I want to see them do the right thing, you know. Obviously, I want to see Nintendo do the right thing. Obviously, I want to see Microsoft do the right thing. But there's something with Sony where it's like I like them over everybody else more, and so I want to see them succeed in different ways. And so far this year, we've gotten like nothing. We've gotten nothing from Sony. So this is the first time in really a good 3 months, hell, a good 4 or 5 months, 6 months even, that we've heard anything big from them. So this is pretty big. What do I expect? I don't expect a lot. I expect some indie games. So that there will be a sizable reveal during this. I'm not expecting anything too wild, but there will be something very very sizable in this. I feel like at least something. Because you don't just hold one of these. You know, you don't just hold one of these with just some small things, especially Sony. Sony always has something up their sleeves, right? They always have that ace in the bag. Whew, man. Splunky 2, I think, might be a something that could be interesting, something that could be shown. Trying to think. I think that we'll see something with PlayStation Now, with all the streaming stuff. And PlayStation Now just went on $60 for 12 months on Amazon, so that's really interesting. Oh, here's my water. I was looking all over for it. Let's see, what else? What I hope for, the only thing I hope for out of this event is just one of the big three. The big three being not Sekiro, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us, and Death Stranding. I just want one release date. That's it. That is all I ask for. That's it. That's all I want out of this. Just something out of one of those games. Just utter radio silence since E3 on all of them. But there's like this connection. It's like Jonathan and Nintendo, right? It's like that's Sony for me. Sony is my Nintendo to Jonathan, right? It's like that's what Sony is. What really drove home what I enjoy about games, and so that's why I have such a connection with them. Yeah, I'm a fanboy, whatever you can call it. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want with that. But it's like That's the type of connection I have. So it's like, if Sony does something similar to Joker and Smash Brothers, right? If they do something on that level, like that type of reaction out of Jonathan, if Sony does something like that, I'll have the same reaction, right? But if Sony does something amazing, like, I don't know, Mega Man and Smash Brothers, then I'll just blow through the roof, and it's incredibly exciting for me. But Sony has always been that. I was just thinking about this today, but I really, really want to see a new IP out of Naughty Dog soon. And not today. No way. But I'm really curious to see what they have up their sleeve, what they got cooking in the oven. I hope it's a science fiction, sci-fi game. I'll be so in. A lot of VR. We'll probably see a lot of VR today. The London Heist Studios probably got something. I think like Blood and Lies or something like that. Blood and Truth. Something intense like that. Let me just make sure everything's working real quick. Sorry. Yeah, seems like everything's working. Oh boy, we got 1 minute left. Let's see where this takes us. One thing I'm excited for to see is the format of this. What's the format of this going to be like? What is this going to tell us about the future state of play presentations, I suppose? That's something I'm super, super excited about just to see. Oh, boy. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we get out of this. Maybe Blue Point. Maybe. Big maybe. Big maybe. Concrete Genie release date. I can almost bet on that one. Hot Shots Golf VR. That'll be there. I'm nervous, man. Actually nervous for this thing. Let's begin.
Morning, sir. Our travel time to Shanghai is 11 hours, 15 minutes.
VR.
Told you we should have taken the faster flight.
I think the board prefers you wear a more conventional suit to these company meetings.
You can't outrun your past.
Friday, tell me I didn't just imagine that.
Negative, sir. Sir, incoming!
A little late, don't you think? Friday, suit up! Now!
Oh, whoa! Whoa!
Systems online.
Oh
Sir,
my god!
Oswald's inbound, 10 o'clock.
So much for a hero's
Dude.
welcome.
Ah, fuck.
Any idea who we're up against?
You've made your share of enemies, sir. I'll need more time. Above you.
That's how it's done.
Threat neutralized.
Good. I have a plane to catch.
Well, there's your VR. Don't do that! Don't do that! You can't do
Welcome
that.
to State of Play, a look ahead to the future of PlayStation. Throughout the year, State of Play will showcase upcoming games, updates, and announcements. And we've got plenty in store for our first episode, like the debut of Marvel's Iron Man VR,
You
which is
can't
coming to
do that.
PlayStation VR in 2019 from PlayStation's Worldwide Studios, developer Camouflage, and Marvel Games.
I had a feeling. I
Up
was
next,
like,
a fan favorite announces
ooh.
extra goodies for PS4 players. Let's
sounds
take
like
a look.
Tony Stark or something. At least this game looks good. I will buy this game. It's gonna be fun. Thought it was gonna be the Avengers game. Looks good. This looks good.
The popular kart racer is due out June 21st.
God.
Now, let's shift gears. Next up, the team at Hello Games beams us an update from the world of No
okay.
Man's Sky.
Go. This one's for you, Will. Well, alrighty then. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. That's good. That's a good one. I'm burned. I'm burned. Sony, you burned me. You burned me, and you set this. Oh,
It's a match made in heaven. This summer, Hello Games plans to release No Man's Sky Beyond, a major update that adds, you guessed it, PlayStation VR support.
Sony,
And yep,
you burned me.
the update will be free.
I'm feeling the fire.
Now let's
feeling
get the
heat.
world's first look at an upcoming game from PlayStation's worldwide studios and developer Robot Entertainment. You're seeing first gameplay of Ready Set Heroes. This is a fast-paced multiplayer dungeon crawler that packs a big
Just announced.
Choose from multiple playable characters, then launch into a randomly chosen dungeon to slay monsters, dodge traps, and collect
Roguelike,
mountains
no
of
thank you.
loot.
Sorry.
Now, here's the twist. You're actually competing against an opposing team who's racing through an identical dungeon. Reaching the end of the dungeon will trigger a winner-take-all arena brawl.
Okay,
The
that's
faster you progress
interesting.
through the dungeon, the more powerful you'll be when it's time to throw down. Ready Set Heroes had us hooked from the moment we picked up the controller.
That's pretty interesting.
The combat feels crunchy and the loot flows like water. The final game is expected to support up to 4 players across online multiplayer and local split screen. Sounds like perfect party game material.
Yeah, that's a fun
Look
concept.
for Ready Set Heroes to hit PS4 later this year. Next, let's get an update on the eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game first announced at Paris Games Week.
Blood and lies or
Iron
something.
Marks.
Yeah.
SAS Nomad Squadron. You're facing multiple life sentences. Conspiracy. Arson.
This format's great.
More murders than we could even count.
I like Sid, but no sitting on
I just
couches
wanna
with
know
Sid.
what went down.
My name is Ryan Marks.
That's the dude from
I'm a
Arrow.
soldier. Now,
dad,
don't get me wrong. I
stepfather
love my
from
day
Arrow.
job. But
Sorry,
it's always nice to
too
come
much
home,
talking.
spend some time with the family. Mum,
Oh, for God's sake, what did I tell you?
see some culture,
Much used to that Special Forces stealth there, mate.
take in the sights,
Let's get inside, find out what it's hiding.
catch up with some old friends.
Think of it as a merger. Apart from you. You can f off back to the army.
Is that it?
I think I broke a window.
It's definitely Arrow, man.
Tony's been approaching some of our people.
What are we looking for then?
Clues, evidence, anything that will tell us what Tony's up to. Got it.
We need to push back hard or we're finished.
Get me underneath! Closer! Closer!
Average weekend, really.
Blood and Truth, yeah. That looks good.
PlayStation VR heavyweight Blood and Truth finally has a confirmed release date, May 28th. That's just around the corner. In fact, PlayStation VR players have a lot to get excited about this year. Here's a look at the next wave of PlayStation VR titles slated for 2019.
Good format. I like this format a lot. It's the only thing good I can talk about right now. Killed me, so. Single-handedly killed me. That's cute. I like that.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the right place.
I want to play that. Ooh, I want to play that. Ooh, yes, here it is. This looks neat. Ah, it's like Job Simulator. Okay.
You're a great human resource.
Okay. That's audio at least.
Interesting.
Almost there. Just a sec. There we go. Looking good, Sam.
VR.
Sam, give me a systems diagnostic. I need to know what is going on. I need the crew.
I know you're all afraid of what is happening. To the
I
station.
think.
To us.
Looks very bad aliasing.
And quite right too.
Oh my god.
I just
VR.
want you to know. Whatever happens next.
Sam?
Sorry.
It's time. You have to take us there.
Maybe not VR.
Science fiction thriller Observation is coming soon to PS4.
That looks
And it's
interesting.
bringing some serious development talent to its unusual and haunting premise.
Ooh.
Our next game is a frightening new installment in a fan favorite series.
They need help making the game, is what they mean.
Here's some first footage. You'll try to survive different levels from the original games, as well as all new nightmares.
Right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do can
has picked up some unwanted friends. To clear the
Those roaches are scarier than the actual machine.
entertainment, rest
5 Nights at Freddy's VR, Help Wanted, is the first virtual reality game in the Five Nights universe, and it's
What?
coming to PlayStation VR
What are they
this
trying
spring.
to do there?
Next, let's get a new look at a gorgeous
Conquer
adventure
Genie,
coming
here it
soon
is.
to PS4 from PlayStation's Worldwide Studios.
I just want one release date. This will get a release date afterwards, I'm sure. But
Oh, what's this? Your
what's
little
this,
coloring book?
loser?
Give me that.
Hello?
Whoa! You're alive?
This game looks cool.
Hey! Over
I
here.
enjoy this a lot.
You want me to do that? To paint this whole town back to life.
Like we have Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey meets Infamous Second Son. I guess my only concern with this game is that the location just stays too samey and it just gets kind of boring, I suppose. But
Keep running, freak!
If I leave now, that darkness will just come back here. I can't let that happen.
some frame issues. May? Is that a May game? Oh. Wow. Okay.
Concrete Genie is a creative new adventure from developer Pixel Opus. And today, we can also confirm the game will feature a PlayStation VR mode. More details to come as Concrete Genie prepares for launch later this year. Up next, an update from the dangerous world of Days Gone.
You know, we never talked about it. While we still wore the colors.
The hype's rising for this game. I'm feeling it more and more.
All this time,
a lot of good word of mouth.
And shit like this didn't matter anymore. When we wrote out a farewell without Sarah, I knew that we were leaving everything behind.
What did you do?
Everything that mattered was gone.
Folks here in a lot of pain, Deke. You find his stash. You bring it to me. To me, Deke. You do that, we'll see what we can do for you.
Deke, bro. And I know what kind of man he is. What he's done. He done any worse than you? Ricky? How about me?
You're afraid to be here. You're afraid to be a part of something. We need you here, and that scares the hell out of you. We have to look out for each other. That is all we got.
You could have saved a few lives.
There was no hope, there was no time, there was no room, okay? We'd already turned on each other by the time the hordes arrived.
Hope you're right about your old lady, Deke. Gotta ask you something. What does it matter if everyone else is dead?
That was a great trailer. Except for those screams.
Days Gone is
That was
just
just
1
weird.
month away, so let's take a peek at some new gameplay.
Okay.
Days Gone is set in a harsh and unforgiving world populated by roving bandits and flesh-eating freakers. As bounty hunter Deacon St. John, you'll upgrade your bike, scavenge weaponry, and toss Molotov cocktails, all in a bid to stay one step ahead of certain death. And you'll need all the firepower you can find when you face off with the game's more powerful freakers, like this Breaker. But in Days Gone, your wits might be your greatest weapon. Why take on a heavily guarded enemy encampment when you can lure in a freaker horde and let them handle the dirty work? We can't wait to see the screens and videos
That
you
gameplay
share when
did
Days
nothing
Gone
for me.
launches on April 26th. Before we go, let's get one more update from the gang at NetherRealm Studios.
Who's next?
I'm next. Hollywood.
Go back to the 90s.
Our future, Liu Kang. It is insane.
Well, I suppose this is all we're getting. So those that said temper your expectations, thank you.
This is seriously messed up.
Hang back, kid. How about we keep this between me, myself, and I?
That's cool. I love the concept of this game.
He's gonna get us killed.
They're having fun. They're having fun with this game. And it shows.
That was easy. I do my own stunts. You? I got people for that. Poser.
Don't ruthless kick back, gruesome. Watch out for Judas, Vice, and G Unit.
You better check yourself.
It's cool. I like that. The game's gonna be fun.
It's official. Series veterans Jax, Kung Lao, and Liu Kang are joining the ever-growing Mortal Kombat 11 lineup. And stay tuned, NetherRealm is promising more updates before launch on April 23rd. Well, that's a wrap on our very first episode of State of Play. This was just the beginning. We'll be back throughout the year to share new announcements, first look trailers, and other updates from the world of PlayStation. See you soon, and thanks for watching.
Let's see if I can find a good... Sure. Sure. This is fine. Let's talk about this. Very briefly, because there's not much to talk about. Format was good. I like that format. Very quick, very snappy. Days Gone looks cool. Concrete Genie looks nice. Fall 2019, that's kind of a little far away. I think what this does over like Inside Xbox or something like that, this shows that Sony is going to be straight to the point with things. There's no playing around, I guess. There's no beating around the bush. It's just games, 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 games. Very similar to their E3 conference. Other than that, they did not do a good job at all of having anything meaningful in there. Just like there was nothing of, unless you really are really into Blood and Truth and that release date, there is really nothing for an outsider looking in to say, ooh, wow, that looked fantastic, or that was great. I'm so happy that they had this event for that. There was nothing in here that seemed like it warranted an event or a direct like this. I mean, obviously, I will continue to jump in and watch all of these, every single one of them. But I can definitely see how this would turn somebody off from them, I guess. 20 minutes, about 20 minutes. That's good. That's a good good time frame. They killed it. They killed their entire event, their entire direct with that Iron Man intro. Absolutely killed it. It should have registered that it was just going to be a PlayStation VR thing. But God, they start off with that. We're already freaking out about seeing details for an Avengers game. So then you start out with that. I understand what they were doing, and looking back at it, sure, yeah, it's gonna be cool to be Iron Man in VR, but you can't do that. You can't go around just starting off with Iron Man, starting off with that Marvel logo, I suppose. Really, there's not much else to talk about. Days Gone trailer was good. That excited me. The actual gameplay was like, let's watch some gameplay. And then it was like 20 seconds of gameplay, and it wasn't gameplay that did anything for me. Maybe it did something for you. That's cool. But, boring. Or not boring. It wasn't boring because it was quickly paced. The pace was very, very good. It's just boring on the terms of meaningful announcements that deserved to be in this, which none of them did. None of them deserved to be part of this. Okay, that's a bad way of saying it. They all deserved to be part of this, but the event didn't need to happen, I suppose. I feel like it would have been better if they did something along the lines of like blog posts for these things, or even the Mortal Kombat trailer. It didn't make any sense. Why was that here? Why was that not just uploaded on Twitter or something like that? Why was that here? Why was that Marvel thing here and not just uploaded to YouTube or on Marvel's Twitter? Now people are gonna go and be disappointed by it. You know, that doesn't make any sense. People are going to be disappointed by the amount of VR shown here. I don't know. Didn't do much. It didn't do the one thing I wanted it to do, and that was just give a release date. One release date. That's all I wanted. Didn't even want a trailer. Just, hey, here, this is what's happening. Boom. Ghost of Tsushima comes out November 12th. I don't know. But it didn't do that. Thank you for watching. There's really not much to talk about. So thanks for tuning in, watching. Appreciate it. See ya!